because we're back in studio, we usually, have our guests doing the Zoom with us, several minutes before. Tonight, because of real technology, we had some difficulty. But we do have our guest who has called in on our landline, which is not a pun because it's Jon Land. Sorry, couldn't resist that. Thank you. Hello, Jon. How are you?
So, Dr. Joe, the moral of the story is the technology works better when it's remote and we have to use it. Now that you're back in the studio where the technology is all there, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. What do you make of that? Isn't that fascinating?
You know what? It's the limits of technology. What are you going to do?
Yeah. What we're going to do is we do what we did all through COVID. Adaptation is innovation.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're adapting again. Jon Land is a world-famous author. It's unbelievable how prolific you are. We are just so thrilled that you're here tonight. What is going on with you? How do you write all these books?
Well, I really like what I do, and I think it starts with that. And I'm blessed with the fact that I can do it quickly. That the best advice I ever got about writing, or among the best advice I ever got about writing, came from my martial arts instructor. And I studied Aikido, which is a very free-flowing form of martial arts. It's beautiful. It's almost dance in motion. And he knew at one point I was struggling on a book at a certain point. And he said, when you're doing a technique in Aikido, when you're doing freestyle, when people are attacking you from all directions, are you thinking? And I said, no, I'm just reacting. I'm going on instinct. And he said to me, that's what you need to do with your writing. Get your conscious mind out of the way. Trust your instincts. Trust your story the same way you trust your Aikido techniques. And the truth is, in doing martial arts, the best throws, the best defensive moves I ever came up with were when I had no choice. Where it was a matter, I won't say survival because we know it wasn't like life or death. But when I was in the most extreme situations, that's when I came up with the best stuff, because that's when I was forced to rely strictly on instinct. And I think by applying that kind of principle to writing, getting out of the way. In other words, I'm not writing these books, especially the thrillers, my fiction. My characters are living them, and I'm living them through their eyes. I'm living the books through their eyes. So basically what I'm doing is seeing this non-existent movie in my head and trying to get down what I see. I write from the inside out instead of the outside in. I'm giving you what the characters are seeing, not what me as the author is seeing. And the reason why this is the answer to your question about what's going on, how do I do it? The story is everything. I'm much more of a storyteller than a writer, because I understand what keeps the pages turning, what keeps the suspense flowing, and whether I'm writing nonfiction or whether I'm writing fiction, the words kind of find themselves. I don't fight for them. They're there. When I need them, they're there. And I trust the process. I trust my instincts.
So you're following your instincts. I think that's wonderful. And you know what? I have to follow my instincts as well. And one of my instincts is saying to me that our sponsors have a story to tell too. So what we're going to do, Jon Land, you stay right there on the phone, but let's give our sponsors a chance to tell one of their stories. Ben, we'll take a commercial break. Be right back.
Stretch the canvas, rush with madness. Is it sadness or just a show?